Let's tackle TH first. So TH is something that gets covered in Module 2. Where are you at in the program?
Module 6.
Okay, so you've been through these. Oh, good. You've had some exposure to all of this. I'm going to pull out a word list I like to use for some THs. Oh, what is your native language?
French.
Say it again?
French. French.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So with that TH, usually French speakers need to focus the most on placement. So just making sure the tongue actually gets through the teeth. Let's do some voiced THs first.
Okay.
There's so many good ones, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to throw some other ones in here. Let's just do this one too. Okay. So again, I'm going to be listening for placement. The.
The.
Keep going.
The. This.
Do that one again. This.
This.
Yep.
The. Them. Their. Those. These. Other.
Do that one again. Other.
Other.
Yes.
Another.
Do it again. Another.
Another.
Yes.
And brother.
Very nice. Okay. Two things. So you need to, with the TH, and this will apply to many different native languages. So if you're having difficulty with this sound, anybody who's listening, I end up talking about two pieces of this sound. You are a very good example for this difficulty. One is placement. That one's somewhat obvious. I'm not saying it's easy to do, but it's obvious, like you can really see whether your tongue is in the right place. If you do these in front of the mirror, you should see tongue out, and it kind of feels awkward sometimes. When I model it, sometimes I'm like, I'm just sticking my tongue out at you. But that's what we need to do. Sometimes I see people actually tuck the tip of the tongue behind the back teeth and do this. You can see the tongue, but that is not the same thing. It will not sound right if you do that. So make sure the actual tip of the tongue is sticking out. So placement. The other thing is, I like to talk about it as far as length. If you can't make this sound long, you're probably not doing it right. It will sound too much like D. So sometimes people get the placement right. The. You can hear that still sounds like a D. I don't have air coming out. I'm pushing down too hard on my tongue. Da, this, that. That doesn't sound like a TH either. So it needs to have air flowing out. It's a very soft touch on the tongue. My whole tongue vibrates. The. This. That.
Okay.
So you need placement and airflow. So what I did with you is I modeled it a little bit longer, right? I said, no, say that again. Brother.
Brother.
Yeah, and what you did there did not sound too long to me. Yours sounded just right.
Oh.
Mine was way longer than I need to do it, but what you did was perfect. So if that feels like really long, work on that perception of, okay, that's what she said sounded right. I'm just going to trust her. Like, that didn't sound ridiculously long. It sounded really good. Brother.
Brother.
Yeah. So sometimes I call this soft and long. The touch of your teeth on your tongue is very soft. And the sound, if you make it long, you're doing it right.
Okay.
Let's do some voiceless THs because sometimes one will be easier or more difficult than the other. So let's do thing, think.
Think. Think.
Do think again. Think.
Think.
Yeah, that was perfect. Thought.
Thought.
Very good. Something.
Something.
Do it again.
Something.
Watch your placement on that. I can hear that that S is making the TH more difficult, which is pretty common. Something.
something,
Nothing.
something,
Good. Do the next word.
nothing,
Yep.
anything,
Do that one again. I want it longer. Anything.
anything,
Good. Let's do some ending ones because these are not always easy. Both.
both,
With.
with,
Okay. What's another high frequency one? I know there's a bunch. Bath.
bath, bath,
Mm-hmm.
bath.
Sometimes the placement issues will be different with different THs. Most of these ones here, the placement is either behind the teeth or something like that. With these ending voiceless TH, oftentimes what speakers do will actually use an F sound. So I'll hear both, with,
Both.
bath,
With.
instead of both, with, bath.
Bath, with, both.
Yes, those were better. Sometimes on audio, it's hard to hear the difference between F and TH. And so some of them I was like, I don't know if that's right. Other ones were really obvious, like that was very right. So don't use F on those. Okay, let's talk about